I think it got looser. Mine did. I don't know about yours, but mine started getting real loose when he started making shots. I felt like, man, I felt good. I was doing some jumping jacks over there. I think his did too. It's amazing how that works. He's 1 for 6 in the first half. He's awfully tight. Second half, he made a few. He feels better about life, as we all do.
He didn't really try to drop the ball.
You know, for him, the one thing, typically you want to see him, I think it was on an out-of-bounds play, and typically you want to see him get a steal on the open floor, use that burst, go make a play, and we had that early, and he hadn't done that since he's injured his leg. You know, he's practiced, but we've limited his reps, and so he kind of spurted out, and I think it caught him a little bit, and he's going to be sore for a little while, you know, but really proud of his effort, man. We needed him in a big, big, big way. This team needs a leader, you know. Everybody wants to be Batman, but can't everybody be Batman? A lot of Robin Juniors for me, actually. A lot of them dudes now. But everybody thinks they want to be Batman, but we need Batman back, and it was good to have him back tonight.
Was there any doubt he was going to play tonight?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, there was doubt. There was doubt up until probably shoot around because, again, he has done zero physically until, what is today, Wednesday, until Monday. Very light Monday, see how his leg responds. Tuesday, let's tax him a little bit, see how he responds. Then, I don't know if you saw, he had his do tightened up. Did you see that? So we hadn't seen him all day. He had class, and then he had his do tightened up, and it takes a little longer than Neil and I. It takes a little longer than it does for us to get ours. You would never know it, but just to tighten him. So we hadn't seen him until shoot around. And then he shoot around, he said he felt pretty good. So that's when, honestly, I felt like, okay, he's going to go.
I know you were concerned about Bowers and Harris with Cephas being out, but Mark Canvas and maybe getting 9. I mean, how are you guys, that would be effective?
Yeah, you know, huge stats for us as it relates to our approach and as it relates to our toughness. And this team has to be tough. Everybody says that, but I mean, we don't have that big body, so we're going to be outweighed a little bit in there. We got to be mentally tough. We got to be physically tough. We got to be willing to throw our bodies into people. That's never really been an issue with KG. He's been willing to do that. But huge numbers for us are we need to be plus on the glass. We're now 11-1 when we win the rebounding battle. We're +7, and we got to keep our turnovers down. 8 for us is huge, and I think only 2 of those occurred in the second half, maybe 1. Huge stats for us, which allow us to get reps. You know. We shoot 56% in the second half because we got some drives. I think Moody had a very good floor game of finding KG at the basket, and finally we were able to finish through some size. Sheed's still struggling. Tomas still struggling with some looks that I think we're capable of making, and hopefully that'll come. And if that comes, this team can take that next step.
Do you coach Moody right now on what to do and how to do on the floor, or just let him go when he's out?
No, we try to put him in a position. I tell him, you know, I don't have anybody guarding me. So and I'm not physically tired. So I have a pretty good view of things, and you've got 5 guys running at you. So let me help you, and that's when the action works. You know, every action we call, we practice. This is what it's supposed to be. Now you've got to obviously make adjustments mid-stroke, but he's doing a very good job of trusting. The biggest shame of him getting hurt against South Carolina is obviously it cost us what could have potentially been a huge win. Then we go to Mississippi State, and he's not with us, and it cost us an opportunity to break through on the road. But the biggest thing was he was in such a great rhythm. I think for the first time in his career, the game has slowed down for him. Against South Carolina, prior to him pulling up at about 5 minutes to play, I thought he was playing at a different pace than everybody else. It was easy and it was free. And nights like tonight hopefully will allow him to get back to that mindset.
Dante was, I saw that you were telling him that you wanted him to pick up the pace as he was bringing the ball down the court.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the tempo?
I thought he was good. He's very good. You know, he drives you crazy because you think he's about to dribble it off his foot or throw it in the stands, and he gets a layup. You know, but that's just kind of how he is right now. He kind of slithers through and makes plays. For him, it's just mental right now, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because he cares. And when he makes a mistake, he's allowing it to compound into another mistake and another mistake, and that's something that just maturity and experience, hopefully he can grow through. Really proud of him. He's really emerged amidst all of this adversity that we've been dealing with for the last 2 weeks as it relates to bodies. He's the one guy that I think has really taken that step forward where now he's obviously very solid in the rotation, and he's a pivotal part of what we're doing.
Andy, do you think Rasheed's length defensively kind of hurt Campy?
You know, I think to give Canty credit, he was not making shots, but I thought he did a really good job. First half, he had 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He was doing a good job of finding people. They just space you with shooters. And we were late a couple of times on their shooters, and they made us pay. Second half, we were like, listen, he's driving to dish. Let's make him drive to finish. And don't, you have to press up on him because they're a group that, in their SEC wins, they're averaging just under 12 threes made a game. In their losses, they're at about 6.5. Our magic number was 10. Now, they still made 10, but, for the first time in a while, we were able to make some shots in the second half.
Andy, talk about newbie 31 minutes tonight and Saiz's situation.
Yeah, Saiz will still be out Saturday for sure. He goes back to see the surgeon early next week, and that will be our telltale as to what is next. But he will not play at Kansas State. It's great to have Newbie back. Now, he's certainly, not the most skillful guy on our team, but his moxie, I think he's our mojo. He kept balls alive. In the second half, we came out and we missed some shots. She had a tough night shooting the ball. Moss continues to struggle on that pick and pop, but he kept balls alive for us. He got Moody some shots off that offensive rebound, which I think honestly turned the game.
Anything else? Our canvas finish ran a lot better. Andy, what was different about him?
Well, I think he slowed down. It's funny as is to say, he needs to slow down a little bit. And I think confidence is so important for him. It's great to see him go 7 for 11 from the free throw line. He'd really struggled from the free throw line. Him finishing at the basket, us allowing him, putting him in a position where all he has to do is catch and finish as opposed to trying to manufacture things. A lot of that's our fault, and we've addressed that. Don't put guys in positions that they cannot be successful. Everybody here is for a reason. They're a specific reason, quite frankly, and so just do your job. And I thought tonight he did a very good job of doing what he's supposed to do.
We've talked a lot about Moody. What does it mean for this team, though, to snap a 4-game losing streak? Do you see an extra lift in the step?
Yeah, it's huge. For us, we just needed to win. It's been a while. We needed to win. We needed to break through. We needed to get some confidence back. We got to hold this thing in the road till we get Sebas back and then put ourselves in a position to make a run down the stretch.
But just looking ahead to Saturday, I know it's kind of a major TV event, but do you like this non-conference matchup in the heart of conference play?
You know what? To be honest with you, I hadn't even thought about it. I'll start thinking about it now. I don't know very much about Kansas State. Great respect for Bruce Weber and their program. We actually went there 2 years ago, I believe it was, 2 or 3, whenever it was, when we started this Big 12 SEC Challenge. It's going to be a very, very difficult environment. It'll be a sellout. Their people are really into ball. So it will not be an easy matchup. But it feels good at least now. Our guys will be locked in the next couple of days. It's a huge event for the SEC. These are, and it's the reason I think that the league wanted to do it the way they did. December, in this part of the country, as you well know, you get swallowed in football, and that's when the event was in the past. So, it's a little bit unusual for us all as coaches, but that happens on both sides of the aisle. Both leagues are having to deal with it. Great opportunity for the SEC, though, to come up with some wins, and my hope is that we can do our part.